Mara Calder returned to Hollow Creek House because it wouldn't let her forget it. The place stood at the edge of the town like a bad memory, 3 stories of sagging wood, narrow windows, and a porch that sloped inward as if the house were tired of standing. Mara hadn't stepped inside since she was 16, since the night her brother Eli vanished between the 2nd and 3rd stair. Now she was 32, alone, and holding the rusted key the realtor had mailed her after the inheritance papers cleared. "It's just a house," she whispered, mostly to steady herself. The key turned to easily. The door opened on its own. Inside, the air smelled of dust and something older, cold iron and damp earth. The foyer was unchanged. Same cracked mirror on the left wall. Same staircase rising too steeply, its banister carved with flowers that had worn down into clawed shapes. Mara shut the door behind her. Click. The sound echoed longer than it should have. She took out her phone. No signal. Of course. "Get it over with," she muttered, and stepped forward. The floorboard near the stairs creaked. The same one, she realized. Her foot froze. Mid-step. Eli used to jump over it, laughing, daring the house to catch him. Mara never jumped. She had always been careful. She stepped on it now. The creak sounded. Pleased. The lights flickered on without her touching a switch. Mara flinched but didn't run. She told herself fear was just memory wearing a mask. She moved room to room, checking corners, opening doors. Everything was intact. Intact. Dust lay evenly, undisturbed, like the house had been waiting instead of decaying. Then, from upstairs, Mara, her name slipped down the stairwell like a breath against her ear. Her heart hammered. "No," she said. "You don't get to do that." She climbed the stairs, one slow step at a time. The 2nd floor hallway stretched longer than she remembered, doors lining it like closed eyes. The 3rd door on the right, Eli's room, stood open. Inside, the walls were bare. No posters, no bed, only a dark smear on the floor where the boards dipped inward. "Mara," the voice said again, clearer now. Eli's voice. She knelt, pressing her palm near the warped wood. It was warm. Too warm. "I looked for you," she whispered. "They said you ran away." "They?" "Isaid." "I fell," the house said, using Eli's mouth. "And you didn't follow." The floor gave way. Mara screamed as she dropped, the room folding into darkness. She hit hard, knocking the breath from her lungs. When she looked up, the hole above had sealed itself, smooth as unbroken skin. She was in the walls, boards pressed close on all sides, pulsing faintly, like ribs around a lung. Faces formed in the grained ends of them, mouths opening and closing, whispering names that weren't hers. The house learned people. She understood then. It memorized them, kept what it was given. "I was a child," she sobbed. "I was scared." A shape stepped forward from the dark. Eli looked the way he had the night he vanished, 12 years old, eyes too old for his face. His smile trembled. "I waited," he said. "The house said you'd come back." "I'm here now," Mara said, reaching for him. The walls leaned in. "You can stay," Eli said softly. "Or you can leave, but it needs one of us." Mara closed her eyes. When the front door of Hollow Creek House opened at dawn, Mara stumbled out onto the porch, gasping. The house sighed behind her, settling. Inside, deep in the walls, a boy's voice faded into silence. The house had learned her name, and it had let her go because it already had someone else.